the judiciary, the military. They are arm twisting the Nigerian people to accept Tinubu. And now they are begging people to accept Nigeria and throwing that line that the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct. The irony and the most embarrassing feeling about that line is that the same people who are threatening the unity of Nigeria will be the first to ask you to safeguard the unity of Nigeria.
Hello guys, hello people, my people. Wonder shall never end. I go want make una watch this Mr. Oraka, which is Woto TV for Facebook. Make una watch this video. Make you see how Inec they already plan us. How Inec and Buhari they don't already choose Chief Tinubu. That election, all those stress, all those PVC. My people, watch this video till the end. And that one just get to talk. Watch this video till the end. As Aisha tell us, we need to still stand our ground. It's not finished yet. Okay? It never finished. Make nobody rejoice. Make them no rejoice. It never finished yet. The May case never finished. No worry. On the 29th they talk. Then once Tinubu, don't worry. Okay? Watch this video, guys. Watch.
Hello. I don't know if Nigerians are aware where we are heading to. Quite frankly, I believe we are heading to a calamitous state in Nigeria where Nigeria will completely disintegrate. Yeah, Nigeria will completely disintegrate. Before we lose track of where we came from, let me recap how we got to where we are. A tenure of Buhari was coming to an end, and the need to select the next leader became a paramount exercise to Nigeria and Nigerians. And billions of naira was set aside to conduct a more acceptable way of choosing our leader, which introduced the beavers. And a promise was made that election results will be uploaded real time. The word real time suggests that as results, ensued, the Nigerian public will see it. Unfortunately, Inec had already had who they wanted to be president. Rather than Inec to incline itself to what the people wanted, Inec rather chose to incline itself to what they wanted. What they wanted was Tinubu, but the people wanted Peter Obi. So here is a situation between the choice of the people and the choice of Inec. But because Inec and its executive collaborators who have the instrument of power, the judiciary, the military, they are arm twisting the Nigerian people to accept Tinubu. And now they are begging people to accept Nigeria and throwing that line that the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct. The irony and the most embarrassing feeling about that line is that the same people who are threatening the unity of Nigeria will be the first to ask you to safeguard the unity of Nigeria. That is not going to work. That will not work. The question is, what do we now do? What is left for us to do? We have a situation whereby money mongers, greedy lots, people whose souls have been sold to the devil are now going to be in control of this country. We have a situation where a known criminal, a known drug lord, and a certified religious extremist are going to be the leaders of this country. Do we really have a country? For me, if you ask me, I don't think we do have one. Can we salvage this country? Only God can save this country now. Yesterday being Friday, the 26th of May 2023. Two rulings were supposed to be made. One on the double nomination of Shettima, the vice president, which would have ultimately truncated the inauguration of Monday, the 29th. And the one of the High Court that should have explained the 25% requirement in FCT. But we are told that the judge mysteriously were not available in the court. Now, it's not as if we expected anything different from the judiciary. Nigerians have already known that the judiciary has not lived up to his rather dignified position, or the hope of the common man, or the last hope of the common man, as would always taunted. The truth is that we don't have a country. When you have a country where the three arms of government are greatly compromised, the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature, we don't have a country again. I don't think it would be a sheer waste of time to even begin to preach to the judiciary, because clearly, from what we are seeing, they are already compromised. To tell you now that I have faith in the tribunal, that it will deliver justice, it will be a sheer attempt to bury my head in the sand like the proverbial ostrich and believe because I'm not seeing the danger, therefore the danger is not seeing me. The truth is that Nigeria is gone. To say I'm not calling for anarchy is just hypocrisy on my part. Because the real people asking for anarchy are the very people not seeking for truth and justice. The real people seeking for anarchy are the very people that are arm twisting the Nigerian public to accept what they want. When a videotape leaked out and it was purported that somebody said this was a religious war, the truth is that this is indeed a religious war. I asked somebody yesterday where I was relaxing. He said, power belongs to the North. I got angry. I took my cap and I hit it on the table and said, don't say that rubbish to me. Are you mad? How would you say power belongs to the North? He never expected my reaction and was apologizing. I said, no, I'm not angry with you. This is what your political leaders have implanted in you, that the North is the custodian of power. The rest of us are mere subservients that should abide by the political might and power of the North. Sadly, some politicians believe in this. And I said, but Peter Obi won this election. Peter Obi will president. He said, no. Peter Obi, no. You see, to some people, the mere idea, the mere ability to even conjecture that a Peter Obi will be president doesn't even exist in their own realm of thinking. So, if you are somebody from the South, and you are somebody from the Southeast, and you are somebody from the North Central, I want to tell you that the language that is playing right now is that we are second-class citizens in this country. It is either we accept this defeat or fight back. The choice of which to make belongs to you. But if you are going to fight this fight, it shouldn't be a solitary fight. It shouldn't be a fight from Southeast. We are being marginalized. Or it shouldn't be a fight from the South that tends to rebel against the Southeast. Or it shouldn't be a fight of North Central that tends to see that they don't belong to Southeast or South. Because at the end of the day, in this country we call Nigeria, the South, the Southeast, and the North Central have been decided that we are not relevant in the political permutation or in the political system of Nigeria. So what's your choice? I think our choice is to tell the international community that we don't recognize the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu if he eventually is sworn in. Because I believe in the power of God. I believe in him even in 2 hours' time that things can happen. Because we didn't vote for Tinubu. Tinubu is not the choice of Nigeria. So what they are telling us is that whether we like it or not, a certain group of people will decide who will rule us, and there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing the judiciary can do about it. I recall somebody, I can't remember which video, but I saw somebody who said, I think it was this Garba show, somebody said, nothing will stop the inauguration of Tinubu. And that's exactly what they are telling us. The Supreme Court couldn't rule on the dual nomination. The judge in the High Court couldn't rule on the 25%. So what's the guarantee that the tribunal will say what is right? In fact, if you are a Nigerian and you are making the choices that, okay, let's pray for Tinubu. Of course, I'm not going to pray for Tinubu. Tinubu is an asshole. He should rot in hell as far as I'm concerned, because I didn't vote for him. But if you want this country to be the way it is, fine, you can see it. But for me, this is not the country I dreamt of. Nigeria is at a precipice. Nigeria is collapsing. Whether the people will allow it to collapse or the people will save it still remains in the hands of the people. My name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share this post now.